All right, so what I was saying
ibyo yarari kuvuga
is that everything in the Bible has a meaning.
ya ibintu byose byo muri Bibiliya bifite ubusobanuro.
So it's up to us to find the meaning.
Ya ni twebwe turi hano kugira ngo dushakishe ubwo busobanuro.
And so if we go in the Bible,
ugiye muri Bibiliya,
if we go in Genesis,
ukajya mu Tangiriro,
because that is where we find Noah and Enoch.
aho ngaho niho wagerageza kubona Noah na Enoki.
Because if God says Noah is the 8th and Enoch the 7th,
niba muri Bibiliya havuze ngo Noah yari umugabo wa 8, Enoki ari umugabo wa 7,
we have the responsibility
dufite inshingano
to go back to the Bible
zo kusubira muri Bibiliya
and find out if that is true.
ya tukagerageza tukareba ibyo bintu bavuze niba ari byo.
And so I invite you, brothers and sisters,
namwe barabatumiye inshuti bahungu bakobwa.
Let's read in Genesis.
Reka dusome mu Tangiriro.
Genesis, we will start with chapter 5.
turatangirira ku murongo wa 5.
Chapter 5.
Yeah. Itangiriro 5.
From verse come here. From verse 3.
Yeah, duhere ku murongo wa 3.
It says this. And Adam lived 130 years and begot a son in his own likeness after his image and called his name Seth.
Haravuga hati kandi Adamu yamaze imyaka 130 avutse abyara umuhungu ufite ishusho ye usa nawe amwita Seti.
Verse 4. And the days of Adam after he had begotten Seth were 800 years, and he begot sons and daughters.
Ya ku murongo wa 4 naho hakavuga ngo amaze kubyara Seti Adamu arongera amara imyaka 800 ayibyaramo abahungu n'abakobwa.
So first here we see on verse 3 and verse 4
hano turi kureba ku murongo wa 3 n'umurongo wa 4
that Adam had a son in his image called Seth.
Adamu yari afite umuhungu yabyaye mu shusho ye amwita Seti.
So here we understand that Adam had only one son.
Hano baratubwiye yuko Adamu yari afite umuhungu umwe
when he had 130 years.
Igihe yari afite imyaka 130.
And here Cain was already here.
Ya Kayini nawe yarari ahangaha.
But here you can see that the Bible doesn't say Cain was Adam's son.
Hano ntago batubwiye yuko Kayini yari umwana wa Adamu.
Cain was not Adam's son.
Kayini ntago yari umwana wa Adamu.
Cain was the son of the serpent.
Kayini yari umwana w'abandi babyeyi batandukanye.
Like that? Serpent, snake.
Ya yari umwana w'inzoka.
Right. So Cain was not Adam's son.
Kayini ntago yari umwana wa Adamu.
Here we are studying the genealogy of Adam.
Hano tugiye kwiga ibisekuru cyangwa imiryango ya Adamu.
And the first person that was created by God was Adam.
Kandi umuntu wa mbere waremwe n'Imana yari Adamu.
And so we are going to study from Adam up to Noah and up to Enoch.
Tugiye kwiga hano guhera kuri Adamu tugakomeza tukageza no kuri Enoki.
So from Adam we have Seth.
Kuva kuri Adamu dufite Seti.
Now on verse 5,
okay, ku murongo wa 5
it says, and all the days of Adam lived were 930 years and he died.
Haravuga hati turacyari mu Tangiriro twatangiriye ku murongo wa 3 wa 4 tugeze ku wa 5. Haravuga hati iminsi yose Adamu yaramye ni imyaka 930 arapfa.
And Seth lived 105 years and begot Enos.
Seti yamaze imyaka 105 avutse abyara Enoshi.
And all the days of Seth were 912 years, and he died.
Iminsi yose Seti yaramye ni imyaka 912 arapfa.
10. And Enos lived after he begot Canaan 815 years, and he begot sons and daughters.
Amaze kubyara on 10, right?
10, yeah.
Amaze kubyara Kanani, Enoshi arongera amara imyaka 815 ayibyaramo abahungu n'abakobwa.
And all the days of Enos were 905 years, and he died.
Iminsi yose Enoshi yaramye ni imyaka 905 arapfa.
We are on verse 12.
Tugeze kuri verse ya 12.
And and all the days of excuse me, 12.
Yeah.
And Canaan lived 70 years and begot Mahalalel.
Kenani yamaze imyaka 70 avutse abyara Mahalalel.
And Canaan lived after he begot Mahalalel 840 years, and he begot sons and daughters.
Amaze kubyara Mahalalel, Kanani arongera amara imyaka 840 ayibyaramo abahungu n'abakobwa.
So here we are still talking about the genealogy of Adam.
Hano turacyari kuganira ku bisekuru cyangwa ku bisekuru bya Adamu.
So if we continue to save more time,
dukomeje kugira ngo turebe amasaha yacu,
if we go to verse 21,
nitujya ku murongo wa 21.
And Enos lived 65 years and begot Methuselah.
Henoki yamaze imyaka 65 avutse abyara Metusela.
I want you to really be careful about the verse 21.
Ndashaka kugira ngo iyi verse ya 21 muyumve neza.
Because this verse is a key verse in our study.
Kubera ko uyu murongo dusomye ni rwo rufunguzo rw'ikiganiro turi kuganira cyangwa byo turi kuvuga.
Verse 22 says,
umurongo wa 22 uravuga ngo,
and Enoch,
keep reading.
Okay, let me start from verse 21.
Okay.
Enoch lived 65 years and begot Methuselah.
Henoki yamaze imyaka 65 avutse abyara Metusela.
Verse 22.
Umurongo wa 22.
And Enoch walked with God after he begot Methuselah 300 years and begot sons and daughters.
Amaze kubyara Metusela, Henoki agendana n'Imana imyaka 300 ayibyaramo abahungu n'abakobwa.
And so we are on verse 27.
Okay, reka dusimbuke tujye ku murongo wa 27.
And all the days of Methuselah were 969 years, and he died.
Iminsi yose Metusela yaramye ni imyaka 969 arapfa.
And so we are on verse 28.
Dukomeza kuri verse ya ku murongo wa 28.
And Lamech lived 182 years, and he begot sons and daughters.
Lameki yamaze imyaka 182 avutse abyara umuhungu.
He begot a son, and verse 29, and he called his name Noah,
amwita Noah,
saying, this same shall comfort us concerning our work and toil of our hands, because of the ground which the Lord had cursed.
Uyu azatumara umubabaro w'umurimo wacu n'uw'umuruho w'amaboko yacu uva mu butaka Uwiteka yavumye.
Verse 32.
Dusimbuke kuri murongo wa 32.
And Noah was 500 years old, and Noah begot Shem, Ham, and Japheth.
Nowa yamaze imyaka 500 avutse abyara Shemu na Hamu na Yafeti.
If you did read with me carefully,
nimukomeza kusoma iyi mirongo hamwe natwe neza,
you will find out that the Bible put them in order.
Ya turaza kuza kureba ukuntu Bibiliya yabashize ku murongo bose.
The first one was Adam.
Uwa mbere yari Adamu.
The second one was Seth.
Uwa kabiri yari Seti.
The third one was Enosh.
Uwa gatatu yari Enoshi.
The fourth one was Canaan.
Uwa gatandatu yari Kanani.
The fifth one was Mahalalel.
Uwa gatanu yari Mahalalel.
The sixth one was Yered.
Uwa gatandatu yari Yeled.
The seventh one was Enoch.
Uwa karindwi yari Enoch.
The eighth one was Methuselah.
Uwa munane yari Metusela.
The ninth one was Lamech.
Uwa cyenda yari Lamech.
And the 10th one was Noah.
Uwa cumi yari Noah.
Here is how the Bible puts them in order.
Uko niko Bibiliya yabashize ku murongo
in the book of Genesis.
mu gitabo cy'itangiriro.
If you read carefully, you will find out that this is how the Bible puts them in order.
Nuza kuza kubisoma neza uraza kuza kureba ukuntu Bibiliya yabashize ku murongo bose.
And so by reading in Genesis,
dusomye mu tangiriro,
we have to compare this to what we read in the book of Jude and in the book of 2 Peter.
So ibyo twasomye mu tangiriro tugiye kubigereranya n'ibyo tugiye gusoma mu gitabo cya Yuda na Peter, right? Na Petero n'urwa kabiri rwa Petero.
And so you have to be very careful when you read the Bible.
Niba uri gusoma Bibiliya ujye usoma witonze unumva,
because the Bible is not like any other book.
Kubera ko Bibiliya ni igitabo gitandukanye n'ibindi bitabo.
The Bible is the book of prophecy.
Bibiliya ni igitabo cy'abahanuzi.
When God speaks, you have to be careful.
Mu gihe Imana yavuze ugomba kwitondera ibyo Imana yavuze.
If we go back to the book of Jude again,
nitujya mu gitabo cya Yuda,
let's read back in the book of Jude.
Reka nze tujya mu gitabo cya Yuda.
Jude chapter 1 verse 14.
Yuda igice cya mbere umurongo wa 14.
It says Enoch also,
hano baratubwiye ngo Enoki nawe,
the seventh from Adam,
yari umwana wa karindwi kuva kuri Adamu,
prophesied of these things saying,
the prophet
said, behold, the Lord cometh with 10,000 of his saints.
So just to keep
just
reading,
read,
right? Henoki uwa karindwi uhereye kuri Adamu yahanuye ibyabo ati dore Uwiteka yazanye n'inzovu nyinshi z'aberabe.
So God says that that Enoch was the seventh from Adam.
Imana hano muri Yuda haravuze ngo Henoki yari umwana wa karindwi guhera kuri Adamu.
And if we go into the book of Genesis,
nidusubira mu gitabo cy'itangiriro,
we have to count from Adam,
turaza kuza kubara duhereye kuri Adamu,
to see if Enoch was the seventh one.
Turebe niba Enoki yari umuhungu wa karindwi guturuka kuri Adamu.
And if we count, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Tubaze duhereye hejuru turaza kuza gusanga ku mwanya wa karindwi ko hari Henoki.
Enoch is the seventh man.
Enoki yari umwana wa karindwi.
And so if we go to the book of
2
Peter,
nitujya mu gitabo cy'urwa kabiri rwa Petero,
2 Peter says,
rwa kabiri rwa Petero haravuga hati
that Noah is the eighth person.
ya baratubwiye yuko Nowa yari wa munane.
So we have to count the same way: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
ya tukuhereye hejuru tubaze dusanze ku mwanya wa munane ko atari Nowa uhari.
So we see here that Noah is not the 8th person,
bishatse kuvuga yuko Nowa atari umuhungu wa munane,
but the 8th person is Methuselah.
umuhungu wa munane cyangwa umwana wa munane ni Metusela.
So there is a problem here,
ya hanga niho hari ikibazo,
because the Bible cannot lie.
ya kandi Bibiliya tuziyo kitabesha.
So it is up to us to find out the reason of this counting.
ya niyo mpamvu harimo ikibazo muri runo rutonde uhereye hejuru uri kubara.
So we have to find out.
ya tugomba kuza kubishaka tukabibona.
And by praying,
ya biciye mu gusenga,
I found out how the Lord counted in his Bible, in his word.
yaje kuza gusenga, amaze gusenga aza kubona ukuntu Bibiliya yabivuze, just asanga bitandukanye nuko nyine Imana yabimweretse.
If you read in the Bible in the book of Genesis,
ugiye mu gitabo usomye Bibiliya ukajya mu gitabo cy'Itangiriro,
you will see that the Lord is giving the age of each person.
ya uza kubona ukuntu Imana yagiye ibahereza imyaka buri muntu wese.
You will see that the Lord is telling us that this person lived till this time. This person lived till this time.
uraza kuza usomye igitabo neza cy'Itangiriro, uraza kuza kubona uhereye hejuru ukuntu umwe yagiye muhereza imyaka, n'undi kamuhereza imyaka, n'undi kamuhereza imyaka, mpaka bageze ku wa nyuma.
And so we will find out that Adam lived 930 years. That's what the book of Genesis
ya hano
says.
baratubwiye yuko Adamu yabayeho imyaka 930.
And we see that Seth lived 807 years.
ya Seti baratubwiye yuko yabayeho mu myaka 807.
You will find out that Enos lived 905 years.
tukaza kubona yuko na Enoshi yabayeho imyaka 905.
Cainan 910 years.
Kainani yabayeho imyaka 910.
Mahalalel 895.
Mahalalel yabayeho imyaka 895.
Yared 962.
Yared yabayeho imyaka 962.
Enoch 300 that's gonna be 895, I believe. Let's read again into the book of Genesis. One more time, Genesis.
ya reka nze dusome rimwe mu gitabo cy'Itangiriro,
to know how long Enoch lived.
ya turebe imyaka Enoki yabayeho.
Genesis chapter 5 verse 32.
Genesis Itangiriro 5 umurongo wa 32.
Noah, just a moment.
Yeah, just Noah. We are on Lamech.
Okay.
Lamech.
So Enoch, I'm on Genesis chapter 5 verse 23.
Oh, turi kuri Itangiriro umurongo wa igice cya 5 umurongo wa 23.
Yeah. You're going to see the years of Enoch. And all the days of Enoch were 365.
Iminsi yose Henoki yaremye ni imyaka 365.
So Methuselah,
Metusela
is 969.
Metusela yabayeho imyaka 969.
And Lamech,
na Lemeki
770.
770.
Now Noah lived 950, I believe. Let me double check again.
Reka nze aze kuza gudusomera neza arebe imyaka Nowa yabayeho.
So Noah, before he got sons and daughters,
mbere y'uko nowa agira abahungu n'abakobwa,
the sons Sem, Sham, and Japheth,
yamaze kubona shemu na yafeti,
he was 500 years.
yari afite imyaka 500. 500 years, yeah.
And then on chapter 9 verse 29,
dusubiye hano mu tangiriro chapter 5,
chapter 9 verse 29.